let's ask this. Like, one of the things about CrossFit is that everybody lifts the same weight. So
Yes, but whatever division you're doing, yes, you
So
have to do the
you're-
exact same shit.
Slide that way
slide which way?
towards Chris.
Towards Chris. So I'll come up and get close to you.
Yeah, get in here,
So-
Big Papa.
Yeah.
No, like that way, because you're.
If I, like I was, you know, I was fine 5 fucking seconds ago. Then you had to go do a damn chihuahua.
Well, no, because you went that way.
Look, I'm right here.
You're
See
going
yourself.
closer to the camera,
Look, well, I'm trying to get.
and you're blocking him.
What's the problem, isn't
That's
it?
a CrossFit bar.
Yeah,
man.
I've
It's
been
CrossFit.
blocking these boulder shoulders here for real.
Dude, they're strong.
Hey,
and
thanks,
they
man.
look swole too.
Thanks, man.
So
What's your question?
the weight, if they are physically heavier than you and in similar physical shape, that does give a substantial advantage. because-
Yeah, I mean, it's
because it's
almost
speed, isn't it? So same weight, speed.
speed and physics. I mean, you know, I weigh about $170, and then some guy who's weighing 220. I mean, depending on what weight we're gonna do. If it's just like a weight or a weightlifting exercise, yeah, like I'm at a usually at a disadvantage. Now, there's outliers out there who can compete with the best of them, more elite athletes, which that's great and all, but I'm just not there. But yeah, I mean, you know, for example, I hit a 205 snatch tonight, and the guy in front of me, yeah, thanks, man. Well, it's not my PR, but it's pretty close. But the guy in front of me went and hit a 260 snatch. And he made a little bit heavier than me. I'd say he's probably more in the 180, 190 range, but
Same height, a little short, a little taller.
definitely taller, but body weight probably had 10, 20 pounds on me, but still fucking 260 snatch.
I mean,
That's not easy.
it's real weight.
Yeah, and then but there's some behemoths down there, man, and they just can manhandle weight where it's a little bit more effort for me, but just depending on if they do more gymnastic stuff like pull ups and muscle ups and stuff. Like
Right.
we got third in that workout.
Okay.
And we gave it a dick on that one.
you're like, hold on, let me take my pants
Yeah,
off.
bro.
Why?
Yeah.
You're gonna like the way this goes.
Come swinging through the air with me, bro. But yeah, I mean that's just kind of what it is. Like no matter what, like here's your workout. This is what you have to do. Doesn't matter how tall you are, how much you weigh, what the color of your skin is, what your experience is.
Just age.
Yeah.
Age
So-
and
So they had like a masters, which is age, which is 35 and up, and then they have RX, which what I do is it's usually heavier stuff and harder movements, and then they have like a scaled version, which is usually it's like instead of doing handstand push-ups, you would just do regular push-ups, and then if I have to do, let's say 135 is a whatever weight they want you to do, then the scale would do for guys like 95 pounds.
gotcha.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Like you would tear up in some of those like body weight.
Yeah,
speed
that's
reps.
my thing.
And that's
yeah.
your jam.
Yeah, like that's my thing. Like we get into like handstand push-ups, muscle-ups, pull-ups. Like I'm a
Fucking
little
burpees.
Mighty Mouse in there, bro.
I just
Just
have
boom.
yeah.
Listen, I just have one question for you.
What's up?
Do you even lift, bro?
Do you even lift? Yeah, I do, man. I mean,
Okay.
I try.
I wasn't
So
sure.
I try to throw some weight around, pick it up, put it back down.
I also do a little lifting, which funny enough doesn't garner the muscles it used to.
It does not.
But so, yeah, man, but it was a good event though. It was different.
So it was huge, like a lot of people.
We're in Greensboro Coliseum. Tons of people. A lot of CF baddies down there, if you know what I'm saying. A lot of classy ladies.
What's a CF?
CrossFit baddie. I
I
don't
thought it
know.
was like something sexual.
No, it's just like I don't know. I said it like classy.
He said it
ladies
that
down
way, but
there.
it wasn't really.
Yeah, I don't. Only CrossFitters would
So I
know
probably
what
would
that means.
never use the term CF.
I would go
baddie
use that out in
fan.
public. Yeah, no.
Looking for the CF baddie.
Yeah.
If y'all see any CF
Yeah,
baddies.
just looking for the girls who squat. Might just say that. But yeah, so they did it different. So they had the whole floor, and they had 4 events all going on at once. So I would be over here for this one workout. Then an hour later, I would go over here. But then
Oh shit.
other people were going. So that was kind of cool. And that was like to have so many teams and so many people there. That was the only way it was going to work for us to get there at 8 o'clock and then have us all finished by whatever we finished 6 or 6:30 or so.
You were humping it because you had to get up at 6.
I got up at 4:40.
Nah, I'm good.
Got up at 4:40, met everybody at 5, and we rode down from there. And that got us there a little after 7. And then that gave us time to check in and sit around. And like my first workout was at 9 o'clock, so like, oh, damn.
There it is.
Yeah, so it's fun overall, and I enjoy doing it, but it does make for a long day, and and it's cool. You get to throw down with friends. I mean, we went out afterwards, got pizza, and like I said, you got to see some punch. But
What was that?
Some dump trucks. Like,
How about some
that's a cool
waste
thing.
management
I mean,
dump trucks?
that's the cool thing about it. Living in Southwest Virginia. I mean, Southwest Virginia can't hold a can on the big cities. Especially if you're a single dude wanting to go out on the town. Yeah, we got a college town here and stuff, but I mean, I'm not 22 running
But
college bars anymore.
And it feels like, I was walking around. Mrs. and I were going to see a concert on campus at the Bonnie. It was like local group. They look cute, like plate scrapers. And it's like, all right, I've not heard of them. I'll go. And I show up there. I'm looking around campus, and like if you asked me 10 years ago, I'd been like, there are some fine ladies here. And I was looking around. I was like, children. They're all children.
Yeah.
And it's not the same. Like the games.
It's different, man. When you turn, it's like, all right.
30.
So I was thinking about this, like when you get in the 30s now, and like somebody asks you, like we were talking about, like what's the most best conversations you've had during the podcast, whatever we were talking about earlier. It's just like what's the meaning of the life and stuff. It's like, I think it's like when you go out somewhere and you're like, I'm ready to go fucking home,
Really?
That's the meaning of life. When you're out, like, can we wrap this shit up? Like, I'm done. I want to go home and sit in my own bed. And like, but we were talking like back in college, we didn't give a fuck. Like, give me the floor. Hey man, give me your sweatshirt. I'll sleep on the floor right here. Whatever. You didn't care where you pass out. But now this is me talking. I care where I pass out now. It's like, I want to go back to my own bed, bro.
It's not even about passing out.
You
Like,
might
Or not even pass out. Literally, just I want to go to bed in my own bed.
Mhm.
Like I've had a couple whiskey drinks. I'm going to go. I just
That's
want to
it.
go home.
that's so I'm hanging out with Matt, Devin's brother, and we're online last night playing some Gears, just the two of us, and we get on. We do 2v2 Nasher, which is shotguns for people that don't know. It's just 2-on-2.
Here's a war, baby.
Gears of War. Went in first one. It's like, all right, we're a little rusty. We lost by a couple rounds. Second one we won. I got MVP. Third one
Let's
we won.
go.
Matt got MVP. And I told Matt, I was like, let's just quit.
Yeah,
I was like, we got 2 wins. I've had a whiskey drink. We've hung out for like 40 minutes at this point. I'm fucking
See,
good, dude.
that's
Let's take the
solid.
win.
That's
Let's
solid
take the win.
Instead of sit there the rest of the night and just start going downhill and getting mad. And
Getting hammered.
Yeah.
Can't play for
Yeah,
shit.
you
Constantly like, hey, I
you want to
can't.
say your control and throw it to the wall.
I was
See,
like,
that's a responsible adult, Joe, and I respect that.
That's,
I can
that's
respect
wisdom.
that all
True
day.
wisdom.
y'all have really matured.
Yeah, I hate to say
It's
it.
very
I had a drink, I had a nice time. Hey, let's put a bow on it.
Yeah.
Put a bow on it. take
Nobody's
it back.
lives were threatened. There was no
Yeah.
dissent.
Yes.
God. If I had a nickel for each time that shit has happened in our group, I would.
you and your family.
Oh God. I was thinking in real life, hell, if I had a nickel for each time we said shit online, I would be beating Bill Gates with money.
I
Tell him
forgot.
to pick that shit
I
up.
forgot who said it, but somebody was like, "Didn't Matt and Tim used to give out the Davis address?"
They did,
Yeah.
all the time.
14
They're
Davis.
Yeah,
telling
14 Davis.
Yeah, they're still telling how many people, if anybody's ever showed up there.
Dude, they probably showed up there while we were cranking out a banger. They're like, there's no way we're fighting these dudes. They sound like they're fighting in there already.
I would love to see if anybody actually legitimately was like, all right, we're going. There's some crazy person out there who's like, all right, wait, give us the address.
Yes,
Let's look it up on
there's
Google
some-
Maps.
So,
There's some crazy people in the world.
all right, so